Adallom does a lot to protect users and data in cloud applications, but we know that some customers have requirements to extend that protection to data as it's moved outside of the cloud app. Maybe it's being downloaded by an employee or being accessed by a partner or a customer. We also know that some of our customers have requirements to apply additional layers of protection to data that's being stored in different areas of the world. So these are some of the topics we're going to talk about in the video today. I'm going to flip through a few slides and I'll show you a demo of the solution that we've put together to help you address some of these requirements. As you probably know, your security perimeter is changing as more of your users and data are moving to cloud applications, and this is requiring a new approach to security. As we dig a little bit deeper, we see that each cloud application is just a little bit different in the way that it stores your data and the way it protects it. We also know that files that are stored in the cloud, actually files anywhere, are pretty portable. It's very easy for an employee to download a file, in many cases to an unmanaged device, or share that file with a partner or with a customer. And oftentimes you can quickly lose control of confidential information. And as I mentioned, you may have requirements to add additional layers of security to data that's being stored in different areas of the world to meet some of the local requirements for compliance. So some of the cloud application providers are trying to solve these problems initially through encryption, but oftentimes these solutions require that the cloud app provider hold the encryption keys, which for a lot of customers isn't acceptable. There are some solutions out there that will apply field level encryption to solve the problem, but what this can do is break the collaboration capabilities of those applications. And finally, some customers take an encrypt everything approach, which can be very cumbersome and time consuming and oftentimes impact the performance of an application and make it really unusable for users. Again, not an acceptable way of solving the problem. So Adallom has joined forces with Checkpoint, working specifically with Checkpoint Capsule, which is an encryption solution to help you address some of these requirements. With Adallom, you can create policies to define when a file should be encrypted, and Checkpoint Capsule will apply that encryption. So we can apply encryption to files that are already stored up in maybe Box or Google Drive up in your cloud applications. We can apply policy to encrypt files as they're uploaded or downloaded from these services. We can even apply policy to files that are being accessed from unmanaged devices. So a lot of flexibility. And I'm going to jump into a demo next to show you exactly what that looks like. So in this first demo, we're going to set up a policy in the Adallom console to encrypt files that contain credit card numbers. Here I've named the policy encrypt sensitive files. I've created an activity type. We're looking for uploaded files. We've enabled content inspection, so we're looking for credit card numbers within documents. The activity source is Box, so anything that gets uploaded to Box that matches this content inspection rule up here is going to get encrypted, and the action is going to actually apply the encryption using Checkpoint Capsule. And next I'll move over to Box and grab my document that happens to have a bunch of credit card numbers and dump it into Box as I normally would. And we'll see that it's uploading and encrypting the file. Okay, so once that process is over, I can go ahead and click on my document now and check to see if it actually worked. And we should get a pop-up that shows us this document is protected. So next we're going to set up a policy to encrypt files that are downloaded to an unmanaged device. And here it's another inline activity policy. We're going to call it encrypt download. The action will be when I download a file, I'm going to skip the content inspection because we want everything that's downloaded to an unmanaged device to get encrypted. The activity source, the service here is going to be Box, and the action is going to be encrypt. Now, one of the things I'm going to do different is add a filter. And this particular filter will be a device tag, and I'm going to say not managed. So anything that's not a managed device will get filtered and hit this policy. Now we'll go over to Box. We'll grab this document here. I'll click on it, and you can see within the service I can view the document. I can view the contents. When I come over here and download, it's going to download to my local machine, and in the process, it's going to apply that policy and encrypt the document. So now I see it in my local drive, and if I pop up a preview, I can see that the document's protected. When I try and open it, it's going to ask me for credentials. So I'm going to enter those credentials. Now with the username and password entered, I can view the document locally. So there you have it. Adallom and Checkpoint have come together to deliver a solution that allows you to extend protection of files even as they're moved outside of cloud applications. With Adallom, you have the ability to define granular policy and we're applying those policies through Checkpoint Capsule to files that either exist in the cloud or that are being uploaded or downloaded from cloud applications. It's completely transparent to your users. They don't have to learn anything new or do anything differently, and it works across all their different devices and across all the different cloud applications. And it's also a solution that allows you to retain full control of the encryption keys, which is an important requirement for a lot of customers. If you want more information on this solution or about Adallom itself, please visit www.adallom.com.